We'll just go live on this one because the buddy wants to go grab some food. I'm going to bang this out. Hi, Aaron. Thank you for the response a few months back about diversifying into Singaporean dollars, Norwegian kroners, and Swiss francs as a hedge fund, as a hedge in life raft. I'll say, I don't remember. I would have just say, I mean, you said, I didn't recommend you did it. I recommend you looking into it. I never recommend investments. I'm like, wait, when did I recommend you invest? Oh, you told me to look into them. All right, you could look into them. There is a difference. I've moved a small percentage of my liquid assets into these and continue to dollar cost average a small amount every month. Do have substantial crypto holdings as well. Are you got like other things, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, diversified? My question today is if I should change careers from tech to accounting. I've been in tech for the last 20 years, the first 15 years as a software engineer, the last 5 as a sales engineer. I was laid off from my job in November as part of an acquisition. To top it off, my long-term relationship of 9 years jumped ship 2 days before Christmas. We were planning on having kids soon. I have an opportunity through the state unemployment office to get paid to reskill into accounting. I'm sick of the tech industry with the DEI bullshit and still hold a grudge over the jab mandates. I refused and almost lost my job. It also stings to see my tax bill every year be a number that could support 2 middle-class families and know my money's going to pay for lazy and insufferable idiots, foreign wars, lines of pockets of other country, while own infrastructure and people suffer. Don't forget other people's children. That's the number one where it goes. Technically, it's old people. I don't want to do it anymore. And without a family on the horizon, I don't have much reason to keep my earnings high. My goal is financial freedom through location independent work and leaving the U.S. Boom, accounting. You're in IT. Software does that allow you to work remotely? Yes, but not as permanently or immediately as accounting. You're still going to have to put in your time and dues and get experience in person here in the United States. I would strongly recommend you binge on the Elkins Accounting Hour to learn all there is about accounting, especially as it pertains to a career, because me and Chad talk about it a lot. But this is not something where in 6 months you're going to be working in a beach in Thailand doing taxes. It's probably a 2 to 3 year process, but I would say it's more stable and more reliable than it would be in IT because IT has the up and down, and you're ever so sensitive to interest rates. That being said, if you could get some remote work, I mean, if you've been a software developer for all those years or a software engineer, there might be some contract work that you could do now, and it could be remote. And maybe if you're just a little more picky and like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'll do this, and I'm looking for some contract work. You may be able to get that financial independence right off the bat. But if you're kind of sick of IT and programming, forget the DEI and the ESG and the white men suck and all that other shit. Maybe you're just sick of it. Yeah, accounting is it's easier than software programming. I'll tell you that. And it's just got to put in your time. So I think you still got a really good skill set that you could make money in the meantime. If you're not going to have kids, you could probably work part-time anyway. Dedicate the remainder of your work week to learning how to do accounting. Maybe get your enrolled agent certification. That'll take some time. Don't if you want freedom via location independence and you got 15 years as a software developer, okay. Heck, there might be some guys down in the comments section that might be looking for somebody like you. Yeah, if you could get what you want with your current skill set, sure, do it and then put accounting on the back burner. But yeah, I like that. 41, I have enough assets to support myself for at least 2 years without ever making a cent. This does not include my 401k, personal stock investments, or crypto, which would be 60 years plus living expenses, 0% rate of return. If I moved out of the country, I could probably stretch this to 20 years or more. My parents have invited me to move back home. They're both around 70, can use my help around the house. Boom! Yeah, dude, those stars are lining up. They're lining up. I absolutely would do that. Absolutely. They weren't the best parents when I was a child, but they have done a lot for me in the past 15 years. Would still like to find a nice girl. Yeah, I know. 41, still hasn't figured it out. Oh, I know. I want to find a girl. This guy. And have a few kids, but I'm not hanging my happiness on that. Good for you. Keep the door open. Keep the door open. Video response is probably applicable here. Let me know if it's something else you want. Thanks again. We'll keep you anonymous. Yeah, you got my green light. You got the green light. Go and look. Go spend time with your folks. There's going to be a lot of work to do on that house, get everything situated, make sure they got their living will and they fucking declutter the fucking house. They all got shit in their house. Say, no, we're cleaning this all out, that kind of thing. Save your money, go into accounting, but do not just toss a couple resumes out there and see if you can't find yourself some contract work. All right, there you go. Chuck the Painter, 10 euros. Hey, Cappy, about earlier, I have a business renovating carousels. Oh, that's a hell of an interesting profession. And have to deal with amounts of liquidity not suitable for my bank account. If you see what I mean. Oh, yeah. Okay. Donovan Sharp ran into this. So in the U.S., I don't know if it's the same in Europe. In the U.S., because hardworking rich people are evil, we make it difficult for them. And I think to fight terrorism, but with lots of inflation, anytime there's a $10,000 or more transaction, I think that has to be reported to the government, even if it is the daily course of your business. And so this happens where if you're at Bank of America or some shit piss bank, and you all of a sudden start doing well, you run a business or you start making money and you start making deposits, what is $120,000 a year income? Now you're dropping $10,000 a paycheck or a month and like, whoa, what's that? And they will literally, they think that you're drug dealing or there's some kind of crime going on and they will shut down your account. Now you get to keep your money. So then what you got to do, at least in the United States, is go to what's called a private bank. And a private bank is a bank that deals with high net worth individuals. And so, all banks are privately owned, but this has a separate meaning in the U.S. where there's commercial banks, so that's regular old bank, and then there's private banks, which are high net worth banks. So what I wonder, Europe has to have something like this. I don't know if they're actually separate banks or there's a division within the bank that deals with high net worth individuals, but that's who you'd have to go to and say, hey, I'm dealing with high amounts of cash. I run a business. I need a place to deposit my money. The regular banks won't take it because they think I'm running drugs or I'm a politician in the United States and I'm on Epstein's Island or something, although they'd let it go then it'd be just perfectly fine. But I don't know the European financial system that well. That being said, there has to be some kind of financial company that offers banking services to high income earners such as yourself. And so and that might even be on a country by country level. So I don't even know what country you're in Europe, but laws of economics would dictate, there's other people like you who make significant amount of money. Where do they go banking? And so that's all I can really tell you is to kind of search for it. Ken Rose, $2. He just says, thank you. Hello, Ken. And Chuck the Painter again, France. Yeah, let me take a look. Does, not foes, Aaron, does France have private banks? Banks provide private banking that is deposit, investment, and loan service customized for wealthy individuals. Private banks, France, high net worth chamber rankings. No, I don't want to accept the cookies. Where's the deny all? Can I just deny all? Functional cookies. And it never tells you if it's fine. Bank Nuflizi Schlumberger Mallet. Well, that's German. JP Morgan, fuck those guys. Lombard Odier, which is also Circur Sale in France. Pictet and C. CIE. Rothschild and Company. Societe Generale. Okay, but they've been bailed out a billion times by the French government, so, maybe fuck those guys too. But there you go. Yeah, all right. Oh, wait, one more. Chuck the Painter, $5. Also, I work with people who don't necessarily want some of it to be known. Why not? If they're paying you, they get the tax deduction if they're running it for a business. But if the bank should keep the transaction quiet. Like what? They don't want people knowing that they got enough money to fix up a carousel? Talk to some of those banks. Maybe even look into a Swiss bank that has a branch in France. They might be a little bit more secretive. You should be able to look, hey, my clients can't be known. Okay. And they say, no, of course not. We won't. What if you don't do Bank of America? Fuck those people. I don't even hate them. They're just this. You walk in, it's like, oh, is this where everyone on welfare goes? Holy shit. Oh my God. If there was a case for online banking, go to a physical branch at Bank of America. All right, that's it. AssleConsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.